All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 54. Don't get nervous. Snap.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And his first look is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun here, McCarron. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 at the 20.
You got 3 down. Watch 38. Watch 38.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Let's get off the field, D. One. 55, my 55. Hey, eat.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota, and Walker has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Throwing, Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Mariota now from the 50. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Go! Check 3, check 3.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On first down, McCarron. And Stills bringing it in. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Hey, check twice.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to work his way down to the 16. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titan 16.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
McCarron will look to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds his target, Fuller, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Bravo!
Check, 59. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, here we go. Check.
Get it.
McCarron now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
10-2
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Shoot!
61, matchbox lights. Ready?
Here's McCarron to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals in Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You're not ready. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Mariota. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 54.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
And the Titans first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Tennessee.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. They'll run with Darkwa. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That's it, baby.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike. Check Mike, check Mike.
Throwing is Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
41's coming, 41's a Mike. Get your swerve on. Mike 41, Mike 41. Come to my work.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Titans.
Like 41. Bravo! Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check 41. Right here. Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. There it goes.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
And they'll go play action with McCarron. Flushed out right.
Here we go.
It's complete. Stills. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The tackle made by a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38, McCarron. On the left side, this is Stills. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 5.
Now a play fake. McCarron. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Darren Fells. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
McCarron on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position, a couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
Back to throw now in its own end zone. Finding Fowles complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 21 yards there on third down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
59. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Go. Ready.
McCarron now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Rush in.
Hey, Hayward. Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot.
Again, they'll throw it with A.J. McCarron. Flush to his right. It's complete to Fuller. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From midfield, here's McCarron. They go screen pass to Hyde. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll toss it to Miller. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first, here's McCarron. And he's got his man on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
McCarron to the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive.
Don't be scared.
On the counter, it's Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Tight on this side, boy. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
Big grip.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they give the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is McCarron. He's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. McCarron now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for McCarron. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jarrell Casey make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
To try again after the sack. McCarron eluding the pressure right. It's caught. It's Miller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Working from the gun here, McCarron. Throw right side complete to Carter. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
Tighten up, tighten up.
5. 2.
And from the red zone now, it's McCarron. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 23.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 out, 3 out. I got one.
Throwing, Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
First down, Mariota. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
3, 1.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Get in the way.
Throwing on second down. Mariota complete. It's Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Let's go, baby.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. A.J. McCarron looking to throw, escaping the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football.